Welcome back to General Geekery as we get back into reviewing the G.I. Joe Real American Hero line. And we will jump right into 1984 as JD and I pick our two favorites and one of our least favorite figures and any hidden gems that people might have missed or that we ourselves might have missed. And here we go.
Let's take a look at 84. All right. All right, your first pick for 84.
84 is a little harder.
It is.
No, 84 is harder to pick a favorite figure. It is not hard to pick my favorite characters from that year because that was the first. That's the first year that I say I think there was a disparity between the characters and the actual figures of them. If I had to pick, excuse me. When I picked the character, character spirit, I would say the figure is Duke. And I'm not gonna say Duke because it's actually my preference, but he was the first one I got. I got the mail away version, and Duke is iconic, especially the card art. And I mean that part works for me. I don't think the figure is excellent. I mean, let's face it, Duke is kind of a douche, but
Duke is the only figure from that year I never owned.
Yeah, I had my dad sent away for him, so I got him in the mail, and then later on, I ended up with another one to replace that one because I'm sure I just wore it out. So, I mean, I basically played with all of my Joes until they either got worn out or got lost.
Yeah.
Lost outside, lost when we were moving around the country. I know for a fact the house that I live in right now, underneath this driveway, there is a Footloose figure that's in the concrete because I got dropped and he got concreted over. So I played with my Joes until I didn't have them anymore. And then
So what's your favorite one from 84 then?
Huh?
So what's your first pick?
My first pick is Duke, by kind of a technicality.
All right. I wasn't sure if you were leading into something or that was the one you were picking.
I got off track.
As you always do.
All right, my first
pick for 84 is Firefly. Another mysterious character. The gray camo is fantastic. His weapons are awesome. He's got the backpack that opens up. I liked the fact that he was just like this insanely cool bad guy that had never ever been stopped before. Up until that point, every bad guy had a fatal flaw in any toy line that you want to mention. This guy didn't. This guy was dangerous. He was feared by the good guys. And he just looked cool. So that's my first one is Firefly. What's your second one?
Firefly.
Oh.
Firefly can't be first for me because I did not own a Firefly until much later. I don't even know that I don't even know if I knew that he had a figure because I had seen him. I saw him in the Revenge of Cobra miniseries cartoon, so I knew the character was there. I don't think I knew he had a figure until later because none of the kids that because I do remember just about every kid. I mean, even at 4 and 5, like I was, just about every kid I knew had GI Joes, and I don't remember anybody ever having Firefly until I saw one later. So, but as an adult, Firefly is amazing. He's one of the few characters I like every different version of him they've ever made. the character has all kinds of potential. He's badass. And that original, he's urban camouflage. I
Yeah.
just didn't get the significance when I was a kid. So
Right. All right. For my second one, man, it's hard to pick. But I'm going to go cliche again. I'm going to go with Storm Shadow. I read the comic books when I was a kid. I loved the character portrayal in the comic books. I was into martial arts at that age. I was taking karate at the time, and ninja movies were the huge thing at that time. So to get, and the card art is amazing. The figure was awesome. He came with a whole bunch of different gear that all clipped in together and stored in the backpack. I thought it was an awesome figure. The backstory they gave him was fantastic. He's an amazing figure. I thought it was kind of weird that they made him white, because in the ninja movies at the time, the good guys always wore white, and the bad guys
they
were black.
they wanted him to stand out, and he
Yeah.
did.
And he did. So I'd have to go with Storm Shadow as my second pick.
Damn it! I was really hoping you were going to pick Copperhead. Maybe next time. Not that I had any indication that you even like Copperhead, but I was really hoping to hear something completely weird that would make me go, huh? So
Yeah, probably not until the later years are you gonna see something that you're gonna go, what?
true. I can think of a specific year that might do.
We'll see. I think I don't know that I could pick everything else would be a close third. I mean, Zartan, Ripcord, Recondo, Mutt. I don't know that I could pick a third one from there. Give me your least favorite for that year.
There's nothing that I outright disliked that year, but I can. I think Wild Weasel. He was 84, right? Yeah, with the Wild Weasel.
Yes.
Okay, I had a brain fart there. He was a neat. He's a neat looking character, but not the figure. The figure's helmet is gargantuan, and his appearances in the comic book were great, but I don't even remember if he was ever in the cartoon. And the figure itself, the red's cool, but now that said, I've never owned an original Rattler, and so Wild Weasel was one that I don't think I actually saw the figure until somebody I knew had one, but their brother had the plane, but he got the figure. I think that was the first time I ever saw him, and even then, I was like, So
yeah. All right, for mine, I'm gonna go with Cutter. I think as cool as the whale was, as many action features
figure.
as cool as the whale. I mean, that thing was like almost a play set in and of itself, as cool as that thing was. And that figure was wearing bell-bottom blue jeans and a bright orange life vest and a baseball cap. Completely unmilitaristic. Well, I mean, you could say that he's wearing dungarees. I'll give you that. But I did not. When I got my whale, Cutter went into the toy box and never came out again.
I've never owned a whale. I didn't have one when I was a kid. Just remember from the cartoon, there's two. Yeah, that figure, it sucks. Dude, if I could pick a second least favorite, it'd be Cutter. The figure has no chin. He's got bell bottoms. His head's big. He's got a bust in Red Sox baseball cap on.
Yeah.
His file name is Skip a Stone.
I forgot about that.
And yeah, that figure sucks. wow. Yeah. So
If I had to pick a second least favorite, I'd go with Deep Six, because that thing was just a piece of junk. But
that figure doesn't exist in my head. It just flat out does not exist. There is a file card that paints the picture of an antisocial Navy guy, but there is no figure to go with that file card. It's
Yeah.
very weird.
understandably so. All right, that's 84.
All right, that was 1984 for you. What do you think about our picks? You like what we got? You got something better? Sound off below. Tell us what you liked and what you did not like about the G.I. Joe line from 1984. And stay tuned for 1985, because that's next.